Hi everyone, I'm Shorina. I'm the Global Product Operations Lead for WorkBuddy and Miora. And thank you for attending today's online training camp. So today I want to walk you through two agents we've been building. They come from the same idea. The AI should do the work with you, not just chat about it, but they are built for two different kinds of areas. So the first is WorkBuddy. Think of it as an AI teammate for getting real work done. You don't prompt it line by line, but you give it a go and it plans, cuts the right experts and tools, and hand you back a finished result. So it's not just limited to like research, reports, data, web pages. It's the whole workflow. So you guide the agent, and then they execute. And the second agent is Miora. Miora is a creative studio in the same spirit. So, but it built for people who make creations like designers, marketers, content creators. You give it one brief and it runs a whole creative pipelines for you, from idea to a full like editable set of assets. And it remembers how you create, not just assets. So it gets more like you over time. So that's a map for tonight. Two agent products, one philosophy, you bring the intent, and the AI agent brings the execution. All right, so let's start with WorkBuddy. WorkBuddy is an AI agent for everyday office professionals, and it works like real colleagues. It's not just a chatbot. It's a work agent that actually gets the work done. So before we dive in, let's start with a short video to give you a overall feel of what is WorkBuddy. Okay, so you've got an overview of what WorkBuddy is. So let's look closely at the core capabilities WorkBuddy has. So WorkBuddy starts by understanding your objective, then automatically breaks it down to different like steps and tasks. And it also orchestrates the entire workflow for you. And it gives you access to over 100 like experts in different industries, such as like market research, financial analysis, slide design, legal drafting, whatever you want. Just call any of them like a colleague. And it has multiple agents to work in parallel. So you don't like tackling different parts of tasks like simultaneously, so things get done faster. And by default, WorkBuddy runs in a secure sandbox. It can read like files, like write documents and operate across your desktop apps, but of course, with your permission. And if you have like recurring work, which can be scheduled and automated, so WorkBuddy handles it without your having to ask every time. It just set a time and it sends out the automation task for you. And it's built on an open ecosystem. Besides the experts I mentioned before, it also has a skill and MCP integrations, means that you can integrate WorkBuddy into your existing workflow. So its capabilities keep growing as new tools become available. Okay, so here's WorkBuddy's user interface for your reference. It just gives you prompts, and then it runs the whole task for you and give you the results, not just the answers. So to further dive in, there are three words you will hear over and over in WorkBuddy, which are skills, experts, and expertise. They build on each other. So a skill as a tool capability, it lets the AI do the one thing, like contract review or SEO analysis. And also an expert is a skill plus like industry, like domain experience. Think of it as an AI advisor that actually knows the field. And an expert team is multiple experts plus a workflow. So it auto splits the work, runs experts in parallel, and delivers end to end. So how do you choose? If you need a capability, so you can install a skill. See, in WorkBuddy, it's a one-click option. So just like turn it on. It's super easy, no setup. And if you have a single focus problem, go to an expert. And if it's a very complex multi-role task, you can summon an expert team. So one line to remember, skill is a capability, expert is capability plus industrial experience, and team is experts plus collaborations. All right, so give you a overview of this is WorkBuddy's expert center. So look, there are hundreds of experts here organized by scenarios such as like content creation, investment analysis, legal consulting, small business, and more. So each one is a capability someone has already polished. So you don't configure anything from scratch. You just summon it. Just pick the one that fits your task the most. Okay. So what does an expert team actually feel like? This is a picture that says it the best. So here's a mindset I want you to hold. You are not managing headcounts. You guide the agents. And the agent experts, they execute. So you bring the intent and the judgment. They handle the breakdown and the legwork. So let me work through how to play it in 3 steps. So step 1, you can choose an expert or expert team. Let's say I'm working on a product problem, so I choose the product manager team. That one choice set up the whole cast of experts behind the scene. I don't have to assemble them one by one. You can see from the screen that I already have different roles in this product manager team. So I just decide which team fits the job. And then step 2, I make one request, and the experts, they can run in parallel. So I don't hand out tasks like one at a time to give it to this expert or then the next one. So I just said what I need once, and the team splits it up automatically. And also different experts pick up different parts and work at the same time. And this is where you feel the leverage. So you have one prompt and you have got many hands to handle it. And also then it's a step 3. So the experts, they do collaborate and the results get sharper. This is the important part. It's not several answers stapled together. The experts, they build on each other's work and where they see things differently and get work through. And also there's a very fun way to play with the expert team. So you can ask different experts to give you different options. You can choose from one of those options and then go deeper into those options and polish. So you can always stay as a final decision maker. Okay, enough theory about skill, expert and expert team. So I will give you some of the real use case so you can have better understanding like how it actually works in WorkBuddy. So first up, let me show you an example about like how to summon an expert team to do the work. So what's happening here is not answering your question. It's multiple experts like splitting the work along the workflow running in parallel. So yeah, let me give you the use case. Here you can see different experts working together. Yeah, so you can see from this use case, I just state the need, and then different experts they collaborate with each other. And what's the beauty of it is that it gives you a batch of different outputs in different formats, and some of them are even interactive. So it just gives you one brief, and it gives you it handles it on its own. And then I'll give you a second example, which is a data analysis team. to work on a data analysis project and then provide you a nice interactive HTML. So whether it's a data cleaning, like running analysis or producing a report, one team takes it and sees it through from start to the end. So you can see from this use case, it just not give you one like HTML, but also the data, the resource. So you can do further analysis or maybe like to do amendments and then ask the WorkBuddy to refine your HTML. All right, I'll give you next one, the third example. Remember we mentioned that the capability is actually growing, right? We can connect to the tools you're already using by using a connector. So this one example is about connectors. So WorkBuddy isn't a closed box, it's a plug-in into tools you already use. Let's get it. So here you wire the GitHub tool in, and WorkBuddy operates it for you directly and publish your final results on the GitHub, and no more switching back and forth between platforms. Okay, and enough like use case about work. Besides work, WorkBuddy also can give you get you help with life too. We also have an example about like how you can utilize a skill function inside WorkBuddy. And then here's example. So take travel as one example. This is a travel planning skill. I say I want a 6-day trip in Spain, 2 people with such budget, and it built me a complete itinerary page. Let me show you. So the itinerary page is also clickable. So you can click to the landing page and choose the option. So you can see from this use case, this is just not a few suggestions anymore, like answers. It's actually an itinerary you can just follow, and you can click through. Okay. Or if you have like your personal portfolio or some needs for a website, you can also use website. You can also use WorkBuddy to build a website for you. Let me show you an example about an animated portfolio site. So for the whole portfolio website, the whole effort we made is one prompt. It gives you a very interactive, like the way you like it as a portfolio site. So yeah. So that is for WorkBuddy. So if you like to keep exploring, follow us on social. We post like new use cases and tutorials all the time. Okay. Also, AI is changing not only how we work, but also how we create, right? So now let's look at the creative side. So let's meet Miora. Miora is an agentic creative studio with memory, which is super primarily in the market that remembers not just your assets, but also how you create. So the goal is no longer like just generating a single image or video. So if you give Miora one brief, and then it delivers a complete and also editable sets across every format. So you might be very familiar with the generator for like images and also videos, but for Miora, it also creates 3D and also UI UX. So how do one brief turn into a full project? Before we break it down, let's feel it first. Okay, so now we've gotten the overview of Miora. So behind every project is a team of specialized AI creative agents. And then the lead agent will plan the work and assign the tasks to different expert agents. We have like image, audio, 3D builders, video makers, UI designers, buddies, different like agent buddies. And then they can keep every deliverables aligned. And also, instead of like switching between different AI tools, you collaborate with one creative team that works together for you. And because the lead agent will assign the right word to the right agent, you actually like focus on different areas. So it actually save the tokens for you. And besides, multi-agent capability will also make Miora so unique. So first, Miora has the agent memory that learns how you create, your taste, your methods, your brand rules, brand assets, your taboos also, and your project's context. So every asset in the same project stay consistent in style. And also, because you remember, so the more you use it, and the more Miora knows you. So the further you can just give it very simple prompts, and it knows what you need. And second, it's an editable multimodal canvas. You might be very familiar with Canvas, but we also, besides the image and video, we also provide editable tests on the canvas. They're 3D and UI UX, and also they are combinable. Let's say you want to have a 3D output to embed into the UI. it's doable. And also you can embed the 3D into the video or like video into the UI UX, all doable. So really depends on your creativity. And then there is the skill ecosystem that give you reusable workflow and expertise on demand. We have built-in skills and experts already, and you also can build your own or upload your own. And so in Miora, so you can start with the goal. You can pick the built-in expert skill that fits your job and draw your brief. You can see from this example, I use the GAN character generation skill. And besides the CMs, Miora calls the right creative specialist. Let's say we need a image. We also need a video. So it calls 2 different agents to work together. So whether it's brand design or product video or again character, the agents bring the right progress. So you don't have to assemble every step from scratch. Super easy to use. And second, the work after your prompts, right? The work will appear on the canvas. So you can watch your work and also step in at any time. And also the beauty of it is that you don't have to redo the whole picture or whole assets again and again. You can select the area you like to edit. You can see from this slides here. So you just use the selection edit function, do the selection, and you can fix one spot instead of re-rolling everything. And after you do the selection, just tell what you need to be changed in natural languages. Then it will do it for you. And once that call idea is locked, let's say you have the figure designed and you are very satisfied with that, you are ready to expand it. So the same idea can become a video, 3D, UI, illustration, or a complete brand system. Really depends on your imagination or creativity. And because agent memory carries the content with it, so the output stays coherent. Then you raise the real question. Can you do this again? Faster next time? Because we have the workflow already, right? What if we want to do another character? The answer is yes, of course you can. So Miora doesn't just remember how you create, as we mentioned before. And when the workflow, it works for you, you can save it as a reusable skill. You can see from this picture that this is the memory system. You remember, so over time you talk to Miora, it saves different rules like assets automatically for you. And every memory is editable. You can change it. And also you can add your own. And when everything is set and you are satisfied with this workflow, you can save it as a skill and you can publish to a community, and so you can use it or share it with your team. That means that next project start from a proven progress instead of a blank page. So the memory becomes a skill, and the skill feed the next brief. It's like a creative, fast-growing circle. So what can you actually make with Miora? So pretty much any visual project a creative team handles, like brand design, e-commerce assets, film, and entertainment, game content, product prototypes, and promotional assets, and more. So the reason why we create a creative agent is that we know that people spend a lot of time learning different creative tools or jumping back and forth between different platforms to just generate different formats of the creative assets. So we really want people to just focus on creativity itself and then save time for your imagination, and then let the agent to handle the execution for you. So here is the user interface just for you as a reference. So then we will run it live. Okay. Enough theory. So let's watch the real use cases. So the pattern is the same for each demo you are about to see. So we give it a brief, refine on the canvas, and expand it to different formats, and held together. Everything is held together by memory. So here's the first demo, because I mentioned a lot of times about this editing function. The canvas is editable. Let me show you how.
I keep rewriting prompts and starting over, just to fix one tiny detail. How can I edit exactly what I want?
let's have this editable tool. And don't worry that if you made some amendments and you want to like go back to find the previous version, so every asset is traceable on this canvas, so it will give you a new one after your prompt. And now scale it up. So second use case is for brand identity. So let's say you upload your logo, your color palette, and then the past campaign references, and you want to expand to a new full set of the different visual system. Miora can do so too. So we all know the pain points about like creating brand assets, right? So you have the fixed logo, color palettes, and then you don't want like after prompts and it change over time because it's your brand asset. So because we have the memory system, so everything is kept consistent. So don't worry about it. It just give you a logo. Everything is extendable. Okay, here is an example about like same loop, but different medium. This case is about a game design, which is going to be fun. So from this use case, you see very fancy, like interactive web page HTML. It can be downloaded as HTML, so you can like publish it later. And then it's very interesting one because it's generated actually from one image, and then extend to 5 different things. It's from an image, and then you can use the image as reference, and then do a video based on the images. Once you have 4 or 5 videos, you can ask Miora to do an interactive like user interface for you, right? And then you just like do the selection. Remember I mentioned before, you can do like area selection, click on different areas, select it, and then just use your natural language to tell Miora that I want to embed the 5 videos I just generated into this spots. And then you get this interactive HTML. So there's a full bunch of like different combination you can play with it. Okay, and then here is another case about e-commerce. So where one product images, and then it becomes a complete set of assets like you can use on different e-commerce platform, such as product detail images with the product details, like the fibers, close looks, and also content with selling points you can use on Amazon or you're like as a landing page, and UGC style videos and the brand video. Let's give you a look.
Okay, this just came and the packaging is already so pretty. Look at this satin and there's a side zip, so it's actually easy to get in and out of. Okay, it's on. This is so elegant. See how it just skims everything? So flattering. I love the one shoulder. And look how it drapes. Okay, can we talk about this satin for a sec? It's so soft and silky. It actually feels amazing on.
Girls,
honestly, this is the one. I'll leave a link below.
Some dresses make an entrance. This one makes it feel effortless. Soft satin, refined draping, a silhouette that moves with you. Velora, elegance, naturally. Velora, elegance, naturally.
Yeah, everything is from the product image. And also, if you just provide, there's another way to play with this. So if you have just one product image, right, you don't know the selling point yet, you can just talk to Miora and then say, hey, can you help me analyze this product selling points? And Miora will provide you a editable markdown on the canvas. So you can click into the markdown and then do the amendments till the ones you would prefer. And then based on the markdown or the selling points, and then you can ask Miora to do the following assets for you. Okay, finally, there is a use case about film and series. So in this demo, Miora brings the scene ideas like visual, sequence, cinematic, transition, and final videos in one connected creative flow. This is gonna be the use case you might be the most familiar with, a video. Okay. Oh, by the way, all these use cases were made by Miora. Okay, that's Miora. To sum up, it's a agentic creative studio with memory that remembers how you create, not just your assets. And whether you're building a brand, a game, a product campaign, or film, Miora helps you move from one brief to a consistent set of deliverables. You might be familiar with the generation tool. So back and forth communication, which will be handled by Miora, no more inconsistency. So if you'd like to know more, follow us on social, or you can scan the QR code below to join our Discord and talk to the team. We have a team there to handle your questions, your suggestions, and if you have any use case you would like to share, feel free. And then you can also see what others are creating with Miora. And also call back to WorkBuddy's social too. So now if you sign up, WorkBuddy you will get 250 credits for new signups, and for Miora, you will get 1,000 credits. So yeah, give them a try. Okay, so that's WorkBuddy and Miora, two agents, both work alongside you. You bring the intent, the taste, the judgment. So the agents handles execution. So the busy work, the first 90% they use to eat your whole day. And of course, we're still early. These two products are quite new in global markets. And honestly, that's a fun part. The people who start using these tools now are the ones who shape what they become. So if anything you saw tonight spark an idea, come find us. We'd love to hear what you will build with them. Thank you. That's for today's online training camp.